Okay, so last time I was talking about the intervals and I just gave you a list of intervals and stuff, but visualizing it, this is not such a great way, is it? So let's try to make something that looks like useful, I guess. So let's see. Let's put notes into FL Studio, yeah? Alright. So here I've got an FL Studio, FL keys open, right? And this is the piano roll, which you can open by pressing this button. Alright, that's where you put your notes. So let's just chart out all these intervals and hear how they sound and how they look and stuff, alright? So let's unmute FL Studio. You should be able to hear a note there, but I'm going to use FL keys here. Alright, so a unison is, let's do a note to itself, like it's right on top of itself, there's no distance, that's a unison, alright? And if you wanted it to go, like this is harmonically the same note, right? And then melodically is going from the note to the note forward in time, alright? So this is harmonic unisons, this is melodic unisons, alright? So next I'm going to do minor seconds, which is a distance of one semitone between two different notes. So starting right here, here's one note, here's a semitone higher, here's how it sounds like at the same time, going from C to C sharp. And if I wanted to do going downward, here's C to C sharp down, to B downward, alright? So harmonic unison, harmonic unison. This one's going from C up, this one's going from C down a half step, right? And if you want to hear them one after the other, there you go. Minor seconds, I mean. These are minor seconds. I don't know what I've been saying. I thought I said unisons, but I think I've said minor seconds. It's minor seconds. Minor second up, minor second down, minor second up, minor second down, alright? There you go. Major seconds next, alright? C to here, major second, harmonic, because it's happening at the same time. C down a whole step is a major second also harmonic, because it happens at the same time. Melodic means happening one after the other, so here's C, here's D, here's C, here's B flat, or A sharp, same thing, and harmonically. Alright, next we got, I'm just going to put like a dot next to it to see that I've already done it, so it's a very tiny dot, you can't see it, but how would I just put like an asterisk or something? Surely that won't cause problems. That one's done, that one's done. We're at minor thirds now, okay? So from here up to E flat, or from here down to A, these are minor thirds, okay? And if you wanted to hear them one after the other, it's like this. This is minor third up, this is C, down to minor third, down to A, right? Next, we got major thirds, okay? So starting from here, C up to here is a major third, here down to here, major third also. And if you want to hear them at the same time, one after the other, alright, let's keep going. Major thirds are done. Perfect fourth. I'm doing all these starting from C, okay? So here we go. C up to F is a perfect fourth, and then C down to G is also a perfect fourth, okay? And if you want to hear them one after the other, it's like this. So next we got the tritone. If you go up or down a tritone, it ends up on the same note. So let's see, C up to F sharp is a tritone. C down to F sharp is also a tritone. If you want to hear them after each other, here you go. Alright. Next we got perfect fifth. So starting from here, C up to G is a perfect fifth, because if you count it from here to here, not counting the starting note, the distance is 7 half steps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Same thing with here going down a perfect fifth. You got to count down 7 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So C up to G is a perfect fifth. C down to F is a perfect fifth. If you want to hear them next to each other, it's like this, melodically. So harmonically, melodically. All right. Next, minor sixth is a distance of 8 semitones starting from any note. I'm always starting from C, so here's C, and then we're gonna go up 8 semitones like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So C up to G sharp is a minor sixth, and if we wanted to go find a minor sixth downward, we go from here down 8 semitones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C down to E is a minor sixth also, and if we want to hear them one after the other, it's like this, harmonically at the same time, melodically one after another. Okay. Next, hold on. Major sixth, distance of 9 semitones. I'm starting at C, and we don't count this as the starting note. We count a distance of 9 semitones up or down, so we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. C to A is a major sixth because it is 9 semitones away. And if I want to go downward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So C down to E flat is also a major sixth. And if we wanted to hear them one after the other, it's like this, harmonically at the same time, melodically one after the other. Okay, there we go. Next, we are at minor 7. So minor 7. Oh, who the fuck is calling me scam likely? Okay, bye. Starting at C, and we have to count up 10 semitones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So C to A sharp or B flat is a minor seventh because there is a distance of 10 semitones. And if I want to find a minor 7 downward, I would go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So from C to D is a minor 7 also. Okay. If you want to hear them separately, it's like this. If you want to hear them together, it's like this. Harmonically, because they're at the same time. Melodically here, because they're one after the other. So this is a minor 7 up. This is a minor 7 down, right? Next, we got major 7, okay? So major 7, starting from C. You can start at any note, but I'm starting from C every time, okay? So we got C, kind of count up 11 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so C to B is a distance of 11 semitones, so that's a major 7. Same thing if I start from C and I go down 11 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So C to C sharp or D flat, same note, and harmonically. That is a major 7. If you want to hear them separately, it's like this. So together is, oh come on, you can't see that. Here we go. Together, harmonically, together harmonically. These are major 7, and then one after the other is melodically. And then we are at the octave next. So from C, count up, or you can start at any note, but I'm starting at C every time, all right? So from C, count up 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get the same note, just at a higher range. And the same thing if you start at C and you go down 12 semitones, you get an octave also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So same note, C, just at a higher or lower range. If you want to hear them separately, it's like this. Harmonically together at the same time, separately, melodically. There you go, those are octaves, okay? So that's what it looks like if you lay them out in order like that, okay? And you could do it backwards also, but I'm not going to do that because I could just play it backwards like this. Right? Okay. So let's say something else on this chart here. So intervals are the distance between two notes, right? Intervals can be measured going up or down. They can happen at the same time or one after the other. So when they're played at the same time, they're called harmonic intervals. When they're played one after the other, they're called melodic intervals, which I just showed you. Every interval from unison to octave, right? All right. So then we gotta, that still doesn't sound like music, right? I don't know, man. That's just some terminology you gotta know. Next. Should I do scales or chords next? I should do scales next, I think, because chords are derived from scales, okay? So a scale is a set of notes. I'm gonna elaborate on that. We've already said about the chromatic scale. It is a scale made of melodic half step or semitone intervals, right? So the chromatic scale looks like this. If you're using flats, it's going from C to C without skipping any notes. You can go play it forward or backwards. Let's hear it. If I wanted to write down a chromatic scale, it's like this. You could start at any note, but I'm going to start at C. C, I'm just going to go up a half step each time. So that is a upward moving chromatic scale, right? And if I wanted to go backwards, just do half steps again. Sorry. Alright. So let's listen to that. Okay. That's the chromatic scale, alright? 12 notes, up or down. Got it? Good. Okay, so then the next thing, if you did skip notes, if you wanted to play a different type of scale, you should know that a scale, hold on, why is this thing such a tiny font? A scale is, hold on. So, oh, where did my stuff go? Okay, a scale is a set of notes created by following a pattern of half steps and whole steps, okay? So, usually the scale that most people teach is a major scale, or, yeah, a major scale, but I started with the chromatic scale because it's made entirely of half steps, okay? So then, the next type of scale, the scale that I do want to teach you about, is a major scale. A major scale is a scale that is made by following this pattern of whole steps and half steps, okay? Like, just watch here. So notice if I remove these black keys, we end up with, oh come on, I wanted to delete the black stuff too, but anyway, you see right here, this is what happens right here. If you remove the black keys, we got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if we count the distance between these notes, we see there's a whole step between here and here. So I'm going to put a W for whole. A whole step between here and here. D and E, whole step. There's a no whole step here. It's a half step between E and F, so I'm just going to put H here. There's a whole step between F and G. I'm going to put a W here. Between G and A, there's a whole step. Between A and B, there's a whole step. Between B and C, there's a half step H, dude. Alright. So, if I played these notes, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you end up with a C major scale, okay? So, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you can play it upwards or downwards. So, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So if somebody tells you to play a major scale, it's saying like find a note to start on and then do this pattern of whole steps and half steps, alright? So between C and D, there's a whole step. Between D and E, there's a whole step. Between E and F, there's a half step. Between F and G, there's a whole step. Between G and A, there's a whole step. Between A and B, there's a whole step. Between B and C, there's a half step, alright? So it sounds like this if you play it. If you play it backwards, it's like this. Right? That's a major scale, okay? Major scale. The pattern is whole, half, whole, half. Might make sense if I put it on separate blocks, right? Let's see. Let's see. Whole, half, whole, half. You should start on a root note though, so maybe that's what I'm missing to make this make more sense. Start at a root note, R. So watch this. I'm gonna just grab all these notes, and I'm not changing the distance between any of these notes. I'm just gonna shift them up half step, okay? So now that is a C sharp major scale. I just changed the starting point. I then changed the pattern of whole steps and half steps. Sounds like this. Backwards. Good. I'm just going to shift it up again to another half step. So this, starting on D now. Same set, or same pattern of whole steps and half steps. We end up with a D major scale now, okay? Alright. Next, just gonna shift it up again. Another half step. We got D flat major, dude. Or sorry, E flat major. Or D sharp major. Same note. Gonna shift it up again. You can see that the spacing between the notes is not changing. I'm just moving everything up. So now we got an E major scale. Gonna shift it up again. F major scale. Up again, we got F sharp major or G flat major. Shift it up again by another half step, we got G major. Shift it up again, we got G sharp major or A flat major. Right? Shift it up again, we got A major or, yeah, just A major. Shift it up again, we got B flat major or A sharp major. Right? Shift it up again, we got B major. Shift it up one more time, we got C major, right? So there's 12 different notes that you can start on, so there's 12 different major scales, right? Like, let me just put them right next to each other so you can see what I mean. Right. Duplicate that. I'm not even gonna, I shouldn't space them out so much, man. Let's see. Just duplicate that. Shift it up. What are you doing, dude? So we got C major, right? What am I doing, dude? Is that 12 of them then? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Alright. Alright, so that's what a major scale is, dude. And there's 12 of them, right? Right. So then, oops, let's see. The next thing I want to talk about, before talking about other types of scales, I'm going to talk about chords for a bit. Alright, so chords. Chords are a chords are a group of 3 or more notes, intervals where a group of 2 notes. Okay. So usually what people start off with is this thing called diatonic chords. Diatonic chords are, come on, diatonic chords are chords that are made using notes from a scale. So here we got a C major scale, right? And the way you get chords from a scale is you pick a note, you skip a note, you pick a note, you skip a note, you pick a note, and then you just forget about it. So hold on, man. Triads are specifically 3-note chords, okay? Notes made using chords made using 3 different notes. Alright. Why the heck does it keep changing the font, dude? So, if you are making, hold on, let's see, let's just demonstrate what's happening here. Triads, let's get the triads, man. So we got this scale, right? We got this from putting a pattern of whole steps and half steps, right? And now we're gonna get chords by skipping certain notes, alright? So we just copy paste this a bunch of times. Not like this. Alright. Why did it do that like that, dude? What is going on, man? Copy, paste, grab this, copy. Oh, come on. Copy, paste. Alright. So, here we go. First of all, we're starting at C. We're going to skip a note. We're going to play this, skip a note, play this. Alright? So we got C, E, G. I'm going to stack them on top of each other so they're actually chords, man. If you played those notes one after another, that is not a chord anymore. That is an arpeggiation of a chord. It's an arpeggio, okay? So this is a chord, this is an arpeggio, okay? You can play them up or down or in different orders and all that stuff, but right now I'm just gonna do basic at the same time and then going upward, okay? Alright, so now we're going to start at D, alright? We're going to play D, we're going to skip E, we're going to play F, we're going to skip G. We're going to play A, skip these two, alright? So grab this, stack them on top of each other. We got C, E, G, we got D, F, A, alright? Next, sorry, playing one after the other. Okay, so let me point out something here. There's a difference between this one and this one right here, okay? I'm gonna put them right next to each other. Look at the difference here, okay? The difference between this type of chord and this type of chord is that this middle note is either gonna be higher or lower by a half step. So this is a major chord, okay? Because it's talking about the major third interval happening at the bottom of it, okay? And now this is a minor arpeggio, and it's talking about the minor third happening at the bottom of the chord, okay? So let's just continue. Next chord is E, skip F, G, skip A, B. We got E, G, B, right? This one is the same type of chord as this one, because if I grab them, put them right next to each other, same type, right? It's got a minor third at the bottom, it's got a major third at the top, it's got perfect fifths on the outside. Okay. Next one is F. Let's start at F and go skip G, play A, skip B, play C. We got F, A, C. This is the same type of chord as the first one that we played over here. If I paste it and I put it right next to it, you can see same type of chord. It's a major chord, but it's happening starting from F, okay? So far we've seen major chords, minor chords, right? Next chord is starting all the way up here, but I gotta put more notes up here. Just pretend I'm gonna loop back, alright? So we're starting at G. We play G, we skip A, we play B, we skip C, we play D. Because it would have been the next note if I had it stacked like this, you know? Hold on. So if I started at G here, G, B, D, right? This is another major chord happening diatonically, because it's got the major third at the bottom, minor third on top, and the perfect fifth on the outsides, okay? Arpeggiated like that. Next one is starting at A. So play A, skip B, play C, skip D, play E. So A, C, E is a minor chord because it's got a minor third at the bottom, major third at the top, and a perfect fifth on the outside. And if we arpeggiate it like this, alright, good. Last chord happening here in this scale diatonically is starting from B, and then it's going to D, and it's going to F. Alright. B, D, F. This is a different type of chord than the previous two that we've seen. If I paste it next to this, you can see, sorry, if I put it on the same starting note, you can see that this is a different shape than this, right? This is C, E, G, this is C, E flat, G flat. So it's different than this one also. Like you can see that this chord here is made of entirely minor thirds. So minor third at the bottom, minor third on top, and diminished fifth or tritone at the outsides, right? Okay, so let's write some stuff down. One sec. So the types of chords that appear in a major scale diatonically are, is that even how you spell it? Diatonically? Diatonically? I don't know, is that even a word? Whatever. Diatonically are major, like, let's see, major chords, minor chords, and diminished chords. Okay, that's if we do it like that. There's other types of chords that appear in it, but I'm not gonna get into those yet. All right, or maybe I should. Let's just define these first of all. So major chords have a major third interval between the two bottom notes and a minor third interval between the middle and top notes and a perfect fifth between the two outer notes. Okay. All right. Minor chords have a minor third interval between the two bottom notes, a major third interval between the middle and top notes, and a perfect fifth between the two outer notes. Okay. Diminished chords have a minor third interval between the two bottom notes. Sorry, why am I saying the two bottom notes? I should say the bottom note and the middle note. Between the bottom note and the middle note. A minor third interval between the middle and top notes, and a diminished fifth or tritone between the two outer notes. Okay, that's how that works. So yeah, those are the types of chords you get in, like, diatonically in a major scale, dude. Okay, let's see, how can I make a graph that looks and makes sense, dude? Let's see. Thinking not much, just going through basics, just trying to organize everything. Nothing musically happening yet. Let's see. Come on, there you go. All right. Next, what should I talk about? Let's see. So, if you want to oversimplify things, a lot of musicians say major chords are happy chords. Those are the ones that make you feel happy. Okay, that's oversimplification. Minor chords are sad chords. Those are the ones that make you feel sad. Like, this is like a total oversimplification, man. This is the type of shit that'll make you bipolar if you actually believe it, dude. So, like, yeah, whatever. Diminished chords are like, I saw this video where they say they're like angry chords, but it's not really true. It's like, whatever. I'm not even gonna, yeah, whatever. Next. There's types of chords that do not happen diatonically like this. C, E, G sharp. These are augmented chords, okay? Augmented chords. Augmented chords have a major third interval between. I'm explaining it very poorly and in depth, but very poorly and confusingly to people who are showing up if they feel like it. Diminished chords are a major third interval between the bottom and middle note of the chord, and a major third interval between the middle and top note of the chord, okay? Let's see. Alright. So, next thingy to explain. What should I explain, dude? How does any of this make music, huh? Well, I don't know, man. Let's get into this thingy here. Where's Paint? Where's MS Paint, dude? MS Paint, please. This thing right here. Alright, so we talked about what a fifth and a fourth are, and what scales are, and what chords are, and the thing I want to talk about next is keys, I guess. So, keys. If you're ever reading sheet music, if you're, oh come on, why does it keep shrinking my text, dude? Keys. Alright. If you're ever reading sheet music and playing an instrument, or trying to write something that quote unquote sounds good, you better know how to read a key signature, because it tells you which notes sound good together, okay? Like, holy crap, dude. Let's see. Here's a circle. You know what a circles are, right? That's a circle. And I already mentioned that there's 12 different keys, right? And you know what else has 12 things in it? A clock. Here's a thing, a tool that musicians like to use to make it easy to remember all the 12 different keys and stuff, right? So let's just draw a clock first of all. Let's make sure that I'm not schizophrenic or anything, alright? So a typical analog clock has these thingies right here, right? Okay, sure, yeah. And then you just fill in the rest of the numbers, right? Clockwise. That's why. Let's make sure I'm totally not schizophrenic. 10, 11, 12, alright. Alright. So there's 12 numbers on the face of a clock. And there's 12 different keys, right? Yes. And here's what this thing called the circle of fifths. It's a tool that helps you remember how many sharps and flats are in everything. Let's draw a backwards clock also though, alright? So let's go this way. Let's put these numbers counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? We'll come back to that later. Let's undo all that shit, alright? So, I haven't even talked about what sheet music looks like, man. Let's open Finale, actually. Finale. It's, let's see if it opens up properly, first of all. Hello? Is it opening? I don't see it yet. Where did it go? Just a moment. Okay, so this thing's covering my face, dude. Finale. This thing is a program that lets you write music in a classical notation thingy, you know? It's got the clef right here. It's got the time signature. It's got note values and all this stuff, you know? So what musicians do is they look at one of these thingies here. One of these thingies is called a treble clef, and it tells you where all the notes are on the paper, right? If I also show it to you on this midiculous thing, if I play a note, it shows up right here, right? You see it? Right here where my arrow is. If I play a group of notes, it looks like that, right? C major. If I didn't know how to write music, I could use this tool to like show me what it should look like on a sheet music paper, right? Like, here's a C. I'm gonna just copy what I'm seeing right here and onto here, right? But I don't have this clef yet here, man. What should I do, man? We could dude, this thing's so hard without a script, man. What am I even doing anymore, man? I'm so confused. It's so confusing, man. Here. What I wanted to talk about was the circle of fifths and key signatures and stuff, right? So look here. If I put notes onto this piece of paper right now, starting from C and ending on C, just in order, like this, it automatically gives me a C major scale, right? Like, I didn't have to go like on FL Studio and be like counting like, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whatever. Like, it already has it because of this thing called the key signature. It tells you which notes this piece of music is going to use most of the time, right? If I wanted to change what scale I end up with, I would change the key signature by using this tool right here, the key signature tool, double clicking, and like, you should be able to see the window, but you don't because I have not showing the whole screen right now. One sec. Display capture. Here you go. Display capture. Hello. Right here. Where is it? It's not showing it. What's going on? Let's see. It's still not working. Why? Display capture, please work. Why won't it work? Oh, it's because I have finale on top of everything, that's why. Okay. Okay. Here we go. It still doesn't even show finale. What's up with that? That's insane. Oh, it's because paint's on top of it, not two. Okay. Let's get rid of paint. Okay. That's better. Okay, so look at this. We got the key signature tool, which is this one. And if I double click, a little window shows up. Tells me, oh yeah, we're using the key signature for C major, so now I'm gonna do this, and now it's telling me, oh, it put a sharp here, and now we got a different key signature. If I press OK, and if I again enter some notes from C to C, it's not gonna sound like a C major scale because now what it's doing is it's changing my Fs into F sharps. That's the purpose of what a key signature does, man. Like, see, this F is F sharp. This is F natural right here because of this thingy right here is controlling what notes come out diatonically, man. So now I can change the key signature again, do this, go up, and it adds a different sharp here. What's up with that? It turns the notes coming forward again, turned this into a C sharp, and this one into an F sharp. Instead of having a C major scale, now I'm getting a, supposedly, I should be getting a D major scale, but since I didn't start on D, I'm not getting a D major scale. I'm getting a different mode thingy. There's too much crap to explain, man. There's just too much, man. Listen to it. Just listen to it, man. Hold on. Like, if you don't pay attention to what the key signature is doing, you might be like, what the heck is going on? Why does this one look like this one but sound different? Why does this one look like this one but sound different? I don't know what's going on. It's because the key signature is changing what notes are playing, dude. So look, man. I'm gonna play C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. So you might be looking at this. You might see like, oh yeah, there's a note on this line right here, and a space, and a line, and a space, and a line, space, whatever. Why does it sound different than this one? Again, it's because of the key signature, dude. This changes what notes are playing here without you having to count both steps and steps. It's just, are you tired of it? It's such a fucking confusing way to explain things, man. I should not be getting paid for this at all. I don't know how I'm getting away with this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, back to pink, because I'm gonna explain what the heck this is talking about. This key signature stuff. Pink. Okay. So this is a diagram. It's supposed to tell you how many sharps or flats are in the key signature. This is a sharp symbol. This is a flat symbol. It's supposed to look like a little lowercase b, but I scribbled it in a ugly way, right? So here's the thing. C major has 0 sharps or flats. And it will demonstrate that in the first video by shifting this over. One sec. Okay. So no sharps or flats, right? And you start with 0. C, D, E, F, G, H, B, C, C. So the way we get the next one is by putting a sharp on F sharp right here, and you start on G. Okay. G, G, C, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So we see here this has 1 sharp, right? And this is a major scale, but it's starting on a different note, right? I already explained before that a major scale has the pattern of whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. If you go up a fifth and do the same pattern like I just did, up a fifth is 7 half steps from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe do that in order without to not look like a dumbass. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We start at G, and then we do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. So whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. When we do the pattern of whole steps and half steps starting from G, we see that we got an F sharp. So that's why we got 1 sharp and it's F sharp. The sharp that gets added is always a half step before the perfect fifth above the previous scale, right? So we're gonna start at G here, go up another another 7 half steps to make a perfect fifth upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're starting at D. We're going to do a pattern of whole steps and half steps. So D, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. What are we doing, man? That's not even it, dude. D, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. There we go. So this one has F sharp and C sharp. These are two sharps. We got D major, right? And the sharps that come from it are F sharp and C sharp. Let's write them down, man. Text file, dude. F sharp is the one sharp that is in it, alright? D major has F sharp and C sharp, okay? And then we got to go up another fifth from D to get the next scale, alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 half steps is a fifth. We got A. We do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. Whole, half, whole, half. So we got A major. And the sharps we got get carried over in the same order. A. F sharp, C sharp, and what else? G sharp. Okay, next. Starting from A, go up 7 half steps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got E. Do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. Whole, half, whole, half. What are you doing, man? That's incorrect, dude. Start here. Whole, half, whole, half. There we go. That's better. Alright. We got E major, and we got to carry over the previous sharps and flats, but we're using sharps, right? Sharps. So just sharps. Same order. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Okay. Next, we're getting really high up here. It's gonna sound ridiculous, so I keep going up. So let's just start at E, but lower. E. Right? Now, let's do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. Or no, we're not doing that yet. We gotta go find out what the next note is, what the next scale is in this thingy. So you gotta go up a fifth, which is 7 half steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're starting at B, alright? And now we're gonna do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. So whole step, half step, whole step, half step, right? That's a B major scale, and we gotta write it down here that we got B. We gotta also put the previous sharps in order. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Okay. So we got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Sorry, I had to skip D sharp because it was like covered by my FL Studio window. Let's see. Alright. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. Alright. Got the next one, next scale. We got to start at B again. Count up 7 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can start at F sharp. Do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. So starting here at the root, whole, half, whole, half. So this is F sharp major. Where's my brush? F sharp. Right. And put the previous sharps and flats. We got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. But then we got this note right before F sharp. We should not have two of the same letter, so we have to start calling this E sharp, dude. F is the same as E sharp, dude. So, E sharp. Yeah, it gets really stupid later. It gets extremely stupid. Music's stupid, man. I hate music. Next. Since we don't want to keep adding 7 sharps or 8 sharps or 9 sharps or 10 sharps or 11 sharps, we're not going to do double sharps yet. We're just going to go starting backwards. We're going to do like a... We're going to go flats now. So starting from C... let's see. How do we get this spot that should be over here, man? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can go down 7 half steps and do the pattern of whole steps and half steps. We got root, whole, half, whole, half. So F major has, let's see, where's my brush, dude? Why did my brush disappear, man? F. We could say that the key of F has 11 sharps, but we're not going to do that because that would be ridiculous. We're going to instead make this thingy again. Oh, come on, not like this. We're going to expand the canvas, go downward, copy paste the thingy. But then we're going to, hold on. We're gonna flip these thingies around. We're gonna do a backwards clock. One sec. Gonna make my eraser larger. Okay, not like this. All right. So now let's just do a backwards clock, man. 0, 6 is still here. We're gonna have 3 over here and 9 on this side. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're talking about flats now. So unfortunately on FL Studio, I don't think you can make it show flats, but we got F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. We got 1 flat. To get the next one, we start at F, go down 7 half steps again, right? So now we got, we're starting at B flat, or A sharp, right? Sorry, one sec, I gotta continue with the thingy that I was doing before. We have 1 flat, and it is B flat. B flat has 2 flats, and they are, we'll find out by doing the pattern of whole steps and half steps. B flat. Excuse me. You go root, whole, half, whole, half. So we got B flats and E flats. B flat and E flat. Right. Next, let's start at B flat again to find the next key we start on. Go down 7.5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're starting at E flat next, man. Should notice that the next key is the same flat that we just added before. So we're at E flat. Gonna do the pattern of whole steps and half steps to get a major scale. E flat, root, whole, half, whole, half. So then what do we got? We got 3 flats this time, right? And they are B flat, E flat, and A flat. Come on. So the next key I should start on is A flat, right? Because if you notice the pattern, this one had B flats in it. So then the next key was B flat, and it had E flats in it. And then the next one was E flat. Now this one had A flats in it, so the next one would be A flat, right? But let's just be sure about it. So let's start at E flat, go down 7.5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got A flat now. And we're going to do the pattern of whole steps and half steps to get a major scale. So starting at A flat, root, whole, half, whole, half. We got these notes. Let's carry the previous ones over. So A flat, B flat, E flat, A flat, and we got a new one, which is D flat, right? D flat's the new flat we added right here. Yeah. Okay. So then the next thingy, we start at A flat again. And we count down 7.5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We start at D flat. And we do the pattern of whole steps and half steps that gives us a major scale. So D flat, root, whole, half, whole, half. Got a D flat major scale, which has these notes in it. Hold on, one sec. D flat. It's got the previous ones, which were B flat, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and the new one is what? Huh? One sec. Should be G flat, right? Isn't it? I'm so confused. Yeah. F sharp. G flat, same thing. G flat. Okay, so as we talked about before, these sharp notes have different notes depending on the context. So going from C to here, this is C sharp. Going from D down to this is a, oh come on, you can't even see that. This thing's in the way, dude. So C up to this, C sharp, D down to this, D flat, or C sharp. Going from here to here, D sharp. Going from here to here, E flat. Going from here to here, F sharp. Going from here to here, G flat. Going from here to here, this is G sharp. Going from here to here, this is A flat. Going from A to here, this is A sharp. Going from B to here, this is B flat, right? That's how that works. So this last scale we got, we have D flat majors, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, what is this? C, D flat. I wish that FL Studio would let me show flats instead of sharps, but it doesn't. Alright, so anyway, you could go all the way around this thing and say that this is, these also are all flats, and these are also all sharps, but that would be a ridiculous way to do it, because then you end up with double flats and double sharps, but there is music written in those keys for some reason. Let's see what happens if I continue. So, this F sharp is also the same thing as G flat, dude. So, G flat. So starting from D flat right here, going down 7.5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have F sharp or G flat. We're gonna call it G flat now because we're working on the flat side, right? So doing the pattern of whole steps and half steps, that gives us a major scale. We got root, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So we got to carry the previous flats over here, dude. We got B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and what's the next one, dude? Let's see. What is it? My brain's not working looking at FL Studio like this. It's so confusing. One sec. Should be a C flat, I guess. It's so confusing. C flat? I don't know. Let's see. We got G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat. Hoo boy. Yeah, when they start going this way, they start overlapping, and you start calling things, like you start calling white keys and harmonic names, and it's like, why, man? Let's not do that. Let's please not do that. Yeah, maybe later. Okay. Music fucking sucks, and it makes whoever knows about it seem like a fucking schizo rambling about crap, dude. That's, don't do music, I think. Let's see. Trying to save this. Circle of fifths. Yeah. Alright. Now what? You got all these scales and stuff, man. Sure. Alright. Should we go back to finale? Here's finale. So, when you're reading this stuff, you should be aware of that circle of fifths thing that we just did, because it tells you what keys belong to the key that you are playing in, and it helps you inform where your finger should be on the instrument so that you're not constantly playing wrong notes and stuff, man. In this case, a wrong note would be a note that is not in the key. That doesn't mean that, I mean, some people say there are no wrong notes, man. There's no wrong notes at all. But like, dude, if I'm playing a C major, right, and if I put a F sharp in there, it doesn't sound so great, does it? I mean, if I say I'm gonna play a C major scale, it should have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C in it, right? If I do C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, that's no longer a major scale. It's a C Lydian scale, which is something I haven't even talked about yet. Like, it's a different type of scale. It's not wrong technically, but it's not the thing that you said you were gonna do. You know, it's like if I said, I'm gonna make a peanut butter sandwich, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then for some reason I leave out the peanut butter and put a fucking lettuce on it for some reason. That's a different thing. That's not the thing that I said I was going to do, so it's going to sound wrong, you know? Like, context, man. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I do have schizophrenia. I don't know, man. Maybe this music shit sucks. Let's see. Next. Let's see. How does any of this make music, man? Who knows? Not me. Or do I? Let's see. Music. Stream stuff. Alright. Maybe I should continue later, because this has just been an hour of me rambling and sound like a fucking dumbass. Alright, continuing later. Bye. Bye. You learned how to make a circle of fifths, right? You learned all this? You learned all this, right? Yeah, good. Good. Bye.